What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beast Reviews, and we're here with another review. And guys, you see what we have here. We have the cool gray 11s. And yes, I've already done a review of these shoes a few months ago. I had a really early pair, and sometimes when you get a really early pair, they turn out not to be exactly like retails. And that's the case for the pair that I received a few months ago. And fortunately, I did have another company reach out to me and say, hey, we got better versions out now. And I'm glad because, you know, when I got my retail pairs, and I did hit for a few, probably like 8 retail pairs total, I realized there was a difference between the early UA rep pair that I received and the retail pairs that I had in hand. So fortunately, they did send me out an updated version. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank them right now. These came by way of the senders, and I have their information right there on the screen. But yeah, anyway, so I got these in hand, and I just wanted to do a quick little review of them so I can show you guys what we got, because I received some comments on my old pair and it was kind of funny. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but first let's just go ahead and take a look at the box. And there we go. Once around, pretty okay box, not too damaged, just a little bit creases here and there. The label reads Air Jordan 11 Retro Medium Gray Multicolor Multi, and it is your boy's personal size 10.5, and they do retail for $225. But before we go ahead and pull this lid off, you know I gotta hit you with that disclaimer. I do not condone, authorize, the selling, or reselling of rep, UA, fake, alternates, or whatever you want to call it type shoes. And if you decide to get shoes like this, remember you're always doing it at your own risk. Flip the lid on this box and take a look at this updated pair of cool gray 11s. Okay, yes, man, there we go, guys. We actually have cool gray 11s. Somebody actually pointed out something in my last review. The gray on the other pair was more of a tan. And it's funny because they said something like, yeah, go ahead and have fun with your cool tan 11s. I thought that was actually a pretty clever comment. I laughed behind the scene. I do have my cool tan 11s over there. We'll go ahead and compare them to the updated reps that we have here. But for now, let's go ahead and pull these out and get them in hand. And there we go, guys, the cool gray 11s, the updated pair, and man, these are cleaner than the ones that I had before. I mean, you just don't know. When you get early pairs and you don't have anything to compare it to, yeah, I could look at the quality of the shoe, and the quality of that early pair was really nice. There was nothing wrong with the pair. There was like no stitching issues. There was like nothing wrong. They know how to make a good sneaker. Now, as far as it being an exact replica of the retail pair, you can't tell unless you have a retail pair in hand. And now I have retail pairs in hand, and I was able to tell. So, I mean, it's as far as it being a good sneaker, no question. It was a good sneaker, but it just was not what the retail pair was. The differences in colors is something that, you know, I think it would be very noticeable. Normally, I don't care about the little details. You know me, I'm just gonna rock the hell out of these no matter what. These shoes are gonna be fairly commonly worn, and if you're standing there next to someone that has a retail pair on, it's an easy call out. And one of the things I noticed with the retail pairs, and this shoe actually has it, is that the material on the upper actually should have like some creases and stuff going on. It's not like a pure suede. Maybe it is, but all I know is that it has like a wrinkle like elephant's butt going on portions of it, and I dig that. And this shoe has it. You can see it there, and the color of the actual upper is more gray than it is tan, because this is a cool gray, you know, that's what it should be. Anyway, the thing I noticed was in the back region here, the 23 was just a little bit different than the earlier pair that I received. The Jumpman on this pair is excellent, just like the pair that I received a few months ago. We had no issues with that. The actual color of the patent leather appears to be exactly the same. However, I did notice differences in the actual material used for the patent leather itself on the earlier rep pair that I received. And I think I also noticed a difference in the color of the icing on the sole. But I did wear that rep pair maybe twice, and you know, just being out in the air and they start to oxidize, that could be something that's going to happen to this shoe regardless. Definitely want to get an updated pair if you have an early pair, or if you haven't got any pairs of these so far. So now let's go ahead and I'll pull out the previous pair. Here on the right side, we have the updated pair, and on the left, we have the early pair. And you can see, look at the differences there. There is a difference to the material and to the color as well. This is more suede. This is more of like a soft leather. It's probably a suede as well, but you can see this one has like the wrinkles in it and everything. And this is exactly how the retail pair is. And the colors are very obvious, especially when you have a retail pair side by side or an updated wrap. I mean, that is definitely a cool tan. And if you turn around to the rear, obvious difference to the shape of the upper portion. The 23 here, this looks a lot better. This one is like stretched across and wide. And the only right one is the one that matches the retail pair. And I will say, these do match the retail pairs. And if you're interested in seeing a comparison between this updated pair and a retail pair, stay tuned to my main channel, Beastly Garage, and you'll see how close these actually are. This is what I was talking about the sole. This one is brighter, but this one is worn. I have worn it like 2 times before I started to realize that they were just really too off to be worn anymore. Carbon fiber, this is on the updated pair, and there's the carbon fiber on the early wrap pair. This has more of a texture to it. Then this one is a little bit more smooth, but the uppers is just the main thing you're just going to notice. The color difference is pretty drastic when you have them on toe. And it was something I noticed, and I even pointed out in my original review. I said that the upper appeared to be a lot tanner than I thought it should be. I just didn't know if cool grays came like that. I never had a pair of cool grays before. And I was leaving it up to you guys to let me know in the comments, and you let me know in the comments. Another thing I did notice that was pretty good difference on these shoes, and you will have to have them side by side to notice. And look at the grain. See the grain? This is the early rep pair, and this is the newer rep pair. And look at the amount of like, I don't want to say lumps or bumps, but it's really not that smooth. And then you look at this one, and it's just a lot more smooth. It doesn't really show up as well in the camera. Insides do look to be the same. Jumpman looks fine. The best thing you could do is if you're getting a pair like this, and remember, you're always doing it at your own risk, ask for photos, quality photos before you get the shoe sent to you, and you will be able to see if they look gray or if they look tan. These ones look tan in the quality photos they sent to me. They look tan in hand. These ones didn't. I was able to tell right away when they sent me the photos that these were going to be the updated gray pair. And that's it, guys. I'm not going to do it on foot. You want to see it on foot, go ahead, check out my other video, and just imagine them being more gray than tan. How do you feel about these? Were you able to cop a bunch of these for retail? Because I did touch about 8 pairs of these, and most of them are gone. I am going to hold just a few, and I do have one personal pair that I'm just going to keep. But now I'm going to definitely just rock these right here because they are on point. Again, if you want to check out a real versus fake and put this pair up to an actual retail pair, if you want to see that, then hold on, it's coming soon to Beastly Garage channel. Make sure you subscribe over there. If you're not subscribed here, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified every time your boy drops a brand new video. And with that, we are out of here with the cool grays updated pairs. No more cool tans. Cool tans. Okay, that was funny. That was funny.